In 2020, a special aired on TV called Miraculous New York, that of which took place after the events of Season 3. And since my What Happened To video only covered up to the events of Season 3, because I'm making an entire video on Season 4, it seemed appropriate to release this before the video on Season 4. And you guys thought I forgot to cover the TV specials. Shame on you! The video was just getting long. Back in 2016, Jeremy Zag, the composer and producer of Miraculous Ladybug, talked about a crossover with the other Zag franchises? Why would you do this, Jeremy? I don't know these characters, and I don't want to watch all of their shows for one Miraculous video. I really hope I'm not lost while watching this movie. We start out with the Pigeon Boy fighting Ladybug and Cat Noir, but now they got new suits for maybe a toy crossover?
Here's to a perfect partnership.
Are you sure yellow roses don't represent jealousy?
Is it just me, or does Ladybug sound different?
Oh, a new poster of Adrian!
Thought you stopped collecting photographs of Adrian.
But it's different this time, Tiki. Adrian and I are done. See, I can even look into his beautiful green eyes without getting mesmerized.
No! Stop! I thought you were gonna give up on this. You almost had actual character growth. Then again, I fully expected them to backpedal on this, so I'm not upset. Just disappointed. In total surprise, they're going on a field trip to New York.
Adrian, your friend?
Absolutely. It was time I moved on.
Exactly. Thank you, Marinette. Can you tell that to the writers? Because I don't think they got the memo. So the eagle talon necklace at the New York Museum is apparently a lost Miraculous.
But in case anything happens in Paris, all you have to do is click here, and I'll come back as fast as I can.
Unless you plan to take the horse Miraculous, I'd like to see how you get to Paris from New York.
I can go to New York?
You can thank your friend Marinette for convincing me.
Aw man, I wanted to see how a vibrating kitty plush was relevant to the plot. I was hoping to make dirty jokes.
I've been dreaming about this ever since the special New York edition of The Gentleman's Cheese came out.
Plag, you're going to be disappointed. Our cheese is pasteurized.
Of course. And in case of emergency, I can transform into Astro Cat to fly back quickly.
That's why you added the cool flying suits? For story convenience? I'm not actually upset, that makes a lot of sense, and we get a cool new form for them, but I still want to be upset because it feels too convenient, but at the same time, having convenience for the writers isn't a bad thing. Why am I upset about this?
Help, Alia, I can't sit next to him.
There's still time to get off the plane because New York is the most romantic city in the world, after Paris, obviously.
Wow, that's one of the biggest lies I've heard. For New York and for Paris. And then Techno Pirate hijacks the plane, but don't worry, other superheroes come in. And Captain Marvel comes to help. Is this the crossover part? I don't know any of these guys. Are these the new characters? Are these new characters, or is this a crossover? I hope that was fun for the people who actually care, but I don't. What I am glad about is that this movie, they take the opportunity to add some diversity now that they're in America. Well, you know, a little more diversity.
Is it a bird?
Is it a plane?
No! It's the most American hero there is. The hot dog hero. Now this is the kind of American representation I wanted. Excellent job, guys. I can't wait for Justice Food Pyramid and Baron Burger. Actually, that reminds me of a story. Slight tangent. When my family went to Mexico for a vacation one time, whenever there was lunch at the resort, it was always buffet styles with all the cheapest foods you can possibly imagine. But every single day was a new theme, and the theme would be based after a different country. There was an Italian day, there was a French day, there was an American day. And when the American day came, we got our tray, we got in line, and then we heard people up ahead of us laughing. And we didn't know why until we got to that spot and saw that they had hamburgers, but it was actually ham between two pieces of bun. They were literal hamburgers. And there was the two chefs standing behind, looking at each other confused, and I'm pretty sure it was all an act because, like, come on, the American burger is, like, very well known worldwide. It is one of our stereotypes, and justly deserved stereotypes. We do like our burgers, so like I'm pretty sure it was all just a joke, but that's a funny side tidbit. I just wanted to add it. Literally, the entire first half of this movie is just the writers telling you Adrian and Marinette isn't over. Don't worry, we won't take away your fanfiction fuel.
I don't mind being stuck somewhere with a friend like you.
So they start scheming a way to get Marinette to confess her feelings to Adrian, but Hawkmoth starts making moves.
In this hollow stone, there's also a safe that contains various artifacts left by the people who unveiled the statue.
Why don't you use your superpower to enter the door that leads to the Hollow Stone?
Even if I got inside, I wouldn't be able to open the safe because its key is in Paris, inside the Eiffel Tower.
Just get Nicolas Cage to do it. He did a good job with the Declaration of Independence. And Technopirate comes in to start stealing stuff. So they transform and Cat Noir gets caught not protecting Paris like he promised. And during the commotion, Hawkmoth takes the Miraculous.
Do you realize that because of you, there's no one left in Paris to protect the city?
Why didn't you give Luca and Kagami their Miraculous so they could protect Paris? I mean, you made it a big point to leave them behind so Adrian and Marinette can get back to their unhealthy obsessions. This doesn't make much sense to me. During the fight, Technopirate uses Cat Noir's Cataclysm to kill Uncanny Valley. Also, she's an android, and Uncanny Valley was Olympia's daughter, but now the French and American heroes are angry at each other, but she does Miraculous and everything is fine. And when Discount Batman demands their Miraculous, they run away because, of course they do.
Today, Paris was attacked by a villain who ultimately disappeared on his own.
Parisians are surprised. Why didn't Ladybug and Cat Noir step in? And will Ladybug repair the damage caused by the villain?
Return to Paris. There's nothing I can do anymore.
It's all my fault. You were perfect as always. Night Owl is right to want to confiscate my Miraculous. Claws in. Please forgive me, my friend.
No!
I renounce you, Plague.
What?
I never want to risk harming anyone ever again. Least of all you.
Oh, wow. This just got good.
I have to go. I'm sorry, Marinette. Fought so hard for me to be here. I wouldn't have minded being stuck here a little longer with a friend like you.
Hawkmoth gives Technopirate the new Miraculous, and then Technopirate surrenders. All the heroes gather around, and they get hit with his new power. Now whatever holds them back from their full potential frees them from their fears, which basically makes them evil because they don't have morals. Is this trying to say that in order to reach your full potential is to throw away your morals and to be evil? Living selfishly with no regard for others? I like this message. This is a great message we should be telling to kids, especially in this economy. Uncanny Valley is a robot, so she already knew their secret identities and goes to convince Adrian to be Cat Noir again. They figure out that Technopirate is wearing a Miraculous and Cat Noir is over his crisis.
Ladybug, Cat Noir, you have 5 minutes. Tick-tock, tick-tock.
So they set up a trap door in order to follow him into the Eiffel Tower to get that key leading to the secret vault in the Statue of Liberty. Then Sparrow steals the Miraculous and uses it to transform. The heroes aren't crazy anymore. Then Hawkmoth fires his missile, but it's okay, we still have Captain Marvel. And they de-akumatize Technopirate and Ladybug fixes everything, just like always.
Keep it. I know you'll use it well.
You have no idea how happy it makes me that the American Miraculous holder is a native. It just feels right, you know? Another tangent about my life. When I was in high school, when I had to take American history class, I had one of my teachers, the only teacher I had, because I only took the class once, I had the teacher be upfront with us saying, hey, I get to choose what I talk about, I ramble a lot, and when I think of American history, I think of the Native Americans. He was still obligated to teach us about all the regular stuff we usually hear, but he would ramble about Native American history a lot. It was a big passion of his, so it was a really fun class to be a part of. And then another Guardian comes to work with the new holder of the American Miraculous. Give us a spin-off. Do it, Zagtoons! I gotta admit, Even though I was, ew, they're doing the annoying thing with Adrian and Marinette, where Marinette is obsessive over Adrian, and Adrian is an idiot who can't recognize someone's main emotions, even though it's like plainly obvious, just like an anime protagonist. Oh my god. This movie did have 2 solid moments where I loved this movie. It was funny, the plot was solid, the characters actually had a small character arc even if it didn't last long, especially Cat Noir, and the action sequences were actually pretty amazing. And getting to see that there's other Miraculous in other countries opens up a lot for the story in the future. This movie kind of did everything I wanted it to. The only problem I felt was the pacing. The beginning was slow, calm, quirky, and then they realized, oh wait, this is a TV special, we gotta wrap it up now. And then they wrapped up all the problems in the end, and Cat Noir's whole little arc he had was resolved very fast, and I'm like, okay, it wasn't stumbled over, it didn't feel that bad, but it's still like, it's like, okay, we're better now. We can fix everything. I got a plan, and then they did, and it executed perfectly. And I'm like, oh wow, that cool. I would have liked it if they focused more on the proper plot of the movie rather than the whole, Marinette and Adrian and their friendship. But now it's time to move on to Shanghai. Tell me how you thought about this movie and TV special. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay beautiful, keep playing. And I'd also share this video with your friends. Please, do it. Are you still here? Have you clicked on one of these videos? I mean, they're right here. Keep watching my content, please. I work hard on them.